שירו לאדוני, שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני, כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני, ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. ספרו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. ספרו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. ספרו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שיר לאדוני, שיר לאדוני, שיר לאדוני. ספרו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, נורא הוא על כל אלוהים. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. שירו לאדוני שיר חדש, שירו לאדוני כל הארץ, שירו לאדוני ברכו שמו, בסחו מיום ליום ישועתו. ספרו בגויים כבודו, לכל העמים נפלאותיו, כי גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד,
Hine matov ulmanayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 How good it is, how sweet it is,
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is, to be together on this day. Hine matov ulmanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov ulmanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Rabbi Harold Schulweis of blessed memory said, if you take one word out of the Torah, it becomes pasul, it becomes unfit. But if one person cannot find their place in this world, then the world is unfit. Tonight we count 16 days of the Omer, which is 2 weeks and 2 days of the 49-day period between Passover and Shavuot. In the Jewish tradition, 16 represents gevurah of tiferet, discipline, restraint, and focus with harmony and balance. The 16th day of the Omer is a time for introspection, focusing on disciplining our compassion and ensuring that our actions are balanced rather than impulsive. The 16th day of the Omer is often marked by a commitment to self-improvement, and how appropriate it is that the 16th day coincides with Shabbat, when we focus our hearts to restoring our soul and finding our way back to God. As we will learn in this week's Parasha, Tazria Mitzorah, this restoration of our place in this world within ourselves and with God is not to be done in isolation, but sparked in us through our being with others. We will now spark the light of Shabbat with the kindling of our candles as we turn to page 2 and 3 in our Sidurim and invite up Trish Marcus, co-president of our Temple Sisterhood, to lead us.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our day, be among those who kindle light.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat.
Amen. We continue welcoming Shabbat on page 24. Shalom Aleichem.
Yai, lai, 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Shalom Alechem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon. Mimelech Malachei Hamalachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mimelech, malachei hamalachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Baruch uni leshalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon. Mimelech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. Seitchem leshalom, malachei hashalom, malachei elyon. Mimelech, malachei hamalachim, hakadosh baruch hu. Everybody. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Lai 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 lai.
Turn back to pages 20 and 21 as we join together singing Lecha Dodi, our chorus, and verses 1, 2, 5, and 9, and the numbers are on the Hebrew side. If you're looking at the transliteration, it's on the Hebrew side. So 1, 2, 5, and 9. And when we reach that 9th verse, we will rise and face the entrance to our sanctuary, mimicking what the Kabbalists did in Sfat, bringing that Shabbat close to them, that feeling of Shabbat. While it was traditionally toward the setting sun, it may not be in this sanctuary, but the meaning is still there, and it's really beckoning that spirit of Shabbat towards us as we join together. So whether you are here in our Wolf Sanctuary or joining us on live stream, bring that Shabbat spirit towards you as we join together.
Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela. La 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 lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela. Shamot וזכור בדיבור אחד. השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד. לשם תפארת ולתחילה. לה לך דודי לקראת קלה. Penei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala Penei Shabbat nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelecha Ki hi mekor haberacha Merosh mikedem nesucha סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לה לך דודי לקראת קלה פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת קלה Pene Pene Shabbat nekabela. Hit'oreri, hit'oreri, kiva ore kulmi ori, ori shir daberi, kevod Adonai alaich nigla la lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, gam besimcha v'tzola, toch emunei yam segula. Boi chala, la lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Lecha dodi, likra kala, pene Shabbat nekabela.
Turn to those around you, wish them a Shabbat Shalom. Let them know you are glad they are here. We turn to page 26. I usually have to ask you to stop talking. That was impressive. We turn to page 26 for Chatzi Kaddish as we remain standing through Shema.
Yitkatan ve'yitkadash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'alma livrach girutei ve'amlich malchutei b'chayechon uv'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael. Bagala uv'izman kahari ve'meru. Amen Yehi Shmei Rabbah Mevorach Leolam Ulal Me'al Maya Yitbarach Ve'yishtabach V'yitbar V'yithruma V'naseh Ve'yithadar V'yithaleh V'yithalal Shemei Dekodesha Brichu Leila Min Kol Birchata V'shirata Tush Bechata V'nechemata Gamihichan Be'alma Ve'meru. Yai lai lai, yai lai lai lai, yai lai 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 lai. Barechu et Adonai hamevorach. Baruch Adonai hamevorach le'olam va'ed. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai. Yai lai lai. Yai lai lai lai. Yai lai 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 lai.
We continue on page 30 with Mariv Aravim. Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim, bechokma poteach she'arim, uvitvuna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim, umsader et hakochavim, b'mishmerotehem barakira kirtsono, borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, umavdil bein yom uvein layla, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid imloch aleinu le'olam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, hama'ariv aravim. Together at the top of page 33. As you taught Torah to those whose names I bear, teach me Torah too. Its mystery beckons, yet I struggle with its truth. You meant Torah for me. Did you mean the struggle for me too? Don't let me struggle alone. Help me to understand, to be wise, to listen, to know. Lead me into the mystery. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vaed. You may be seated. We join together on page 16 with Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha v'chol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha Veshinantam levanecha v'dimarta bam b'shivtecha b'beitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha uv'kshaltam le'od al yadecha v'hayu letotafot b'neinecha uv'ktavtam al mezuzot beitecha Uvisharecha leman tizkeru va'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'item kedoshim leloechem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim liolachem lelohim Ani Adonai Elohechem emet.
On page 39 at the bottom, we read responsively. In a world torn by violence and pain, a world far from wholeness and peace, give us the courage to say, Adonai, there is one God in heaven and earth.
The high heavens declare your glory. May earth reveal your justice and love.
From bondage in Egypt we were delivered. At Sinai we bound ourselves to your way.
Inspired by prophets and instructed by sages, time and again we overcame oppressive forces.
Though our failings are many and our faults are great, it has been our glory to bear witness to our God, keeping alive in dark ages your vision of a world redeemed.
Let us continue to work for the day when the nations will be one and at peace. Then shall we rejoice as Israel did, singing on the shores of the sea.
With Micha Mocha, page 40. Join us.
U'malechuto beratzon kimilu alechem. Moshe u'Miriam u'bnei Yisrael. Lecha nushira v'simcha rabba. Ve'yameru cholam. 5, 6, 7, 8. Mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, mi kamocha ba'elim Adonai, nora tehilot עושה פלא, מלכותך רעה ובניך. בוקע ים לפני משה, ומרים זה לינו ויאמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך בעלים אדוני, מי כמוך נבר בקודש, מי כמוך בעלים אדוני, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב, את יעקב, וגלו מיד חזק ממנו, ממנו. Repeat after me. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Israel. Let me hear it now. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nedar ba'kodesh, mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, nora tehilot oseh feleh.
I never know how to transition now to Hashkivenu. Because it's like, hoedown, and then we're at Hashkivenu, page 42. But it's Hashkivenu, we're asking God to spread over a sukkah of shalom over us, a sukkah of peace, helping us to go to sleep and also wake up again in the morning, unless you are some of our teens who are staying here overnight, and there probably will be no sleep. But we can still join together in the words of Hashkivenu.
Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Ushmor tzeiteinu, uvoeinu, lechaim u'shalom, me'ata ve'ad olam. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, ve'hamidenu shomreinu lechaim.
We switch back to Vishamru, joyously, recognizing, right? Joyously.
Yes.
Yeah, I was just checking. I wanted to make sure. Joyously, as we recognize, I don't even want to know what you were going to say, recognizing the beauty.
It was going to be a composite of words.
What?
I don't know what I was going to say.
Oh, okay, it was going to be positive. The beauty of Shabbat, the joy of Shabbat, and letting us know that while we get to keep it, it is a blessing, and we don't have to, we get to.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת Shabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam Beini Uvein Bnei Yisrael Oti Leolam V'shamru Bnei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam V'shamru Bnei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam Ki Sheshet Yamim Asa Adonai Et HaShamayim V'et Haaretz V'shamru B'nei Yisrael V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Let's hear it now. V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Vayom Ashri Shabbat Vayinabash Shabbat Vayinabash V'shameru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam. Last time, everybody now. V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat La'asot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Berit Olam.
We continue with the Amidah on page 46. Please rise.
Yalla lai lai lai, 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 yalla lai lai lai. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avoteinu v'Imoteinu Elohei Abraham Elohei Yitzhak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagimon v'Hanora El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol V'Zocher Chasdei Avot Ve'Imahot U'Mevin Geula Livnei V'Nechem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshiach U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Bezrat Sarah Atagim Le'olam Adonai Mechaye HaKol Atarav LeHoshia Morid Hatal Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני הפך, מי כמוך בעל גבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
You may be seated.
Already told Mark.
We continue together at the top of page 55. May these hours of rest and renewal open our hearts to joy and our minds to truth. May all who struggle find rest on this day. May all who suffer find solace. May all who hurt find healing on this day. May all who despair find purpose. May all who hunger find fulfillment on this day. And may this day fulfill its promise. Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-Shabbat. You are with us in our prayer, our love, and our doubt, and our longing to feel your presence and do your will. You are the still, clear voice within us. Therefore, O God, when doubt troubles us, when anxiety makes us tremble, when pain clouds the mind, we look inward for the answer to our prayers. There may we find you, and there find courage, insight, and endurance. And let our worship bring us closer to one another, that all Israel and all who seek you may find new strength for your service. Baruch atah Adonai, she'otecha levarecha be'ira na'avod. On page 59, at the bottom, we join together. When we behold your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and stars that you set in place, what are we humans that you are mindful of us? We mortals that you take note of us. You made us little less than divine, adorned us with glory and majesty. You gave us dominion over your handiwork, laying the world at our feet. How majestic is your name throughout the earth. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot. On page 60, we join together in our prayer for peace. Grant abundant peace to Israel, your people, forever. For you are the sovereign God of all peace. May it be pleasing to you to bless your people Israel in every season and moment with your peace. Blessed are you, Adonai, who blesses your people Israel with peace. Baruch atah Adonai, hamevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. As we think of all of those who are in need of this kind of peace in the world, we think of different kinds of peace, those of healing of mind, of body, and of spirit. We think of those on your order supplement who are listed, who are in need of healing, those who may not be listed, but who are in our hearts. We take a moment and whisper their names out loud. The words of Misha Berach can be found on page 253.
Misha Berach Avoteinu Mekor HaBracha Leimoteinu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imoteinu Mekor habracha le'avoteinu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. We turn to the other side of your order of service, and we rise together as we join in our prayer for peace between Israel and its neighbors. Rock and Redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, the dawning of our redemption. Shield it with your compassion and spread over it the sukkah of your shalom. Compel its leaders to act for the good of all who dwell in your holy land. Grant them sound minds, courageous hearts, and compassionate souls. May they work tirelessly to do what is needed to move from ceasefire to sustainable peace. May they invest in a future that brings blessing to us all. Master of compassion, bring security and sustenance to all those who are vulnerable. Comfort all who are displaced and suffering. Protect the innocent wherever they may be. May we never lose sight of their humanity and the spark of God's presence in every human being. Healer of the brokenhearted and binder of our wounds, uproot the hatred, animosity, and distrust of all those who would do harm, and replace them with love and kinship, so that all the peoples who dwell in your holy land find safety and security, quiet and contentment, and an abundance of everlasting peace. Amen. You may be seated and take a moment for your own silent prayers.
Page 62, we continue together with Yihiyu Leratzon. Yihiyu Leratzon, Imrefi, Vegyon libi lefanecha. Yihiyu leratzon, Imrefi, Vegyon libi lefanecha. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Vegohali. Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Adonai Tzuri, Vegohali. Shabbat Shalom. This week we read a double Torah portion Tazria Mitzora, which is widely known among B'nai Mitzvah classes as the leprosy portion that nobody wants, but makes all the little ones go, ooh. Here at Temple Beth-El, however, if you get that portion, we don't view that as being unlucky, because there is a lot to glean from each Torah portion. And the Torah portion you may not initially want ends up being the one that teaches you the most. It's what we clergy mean when we say, you don't pick the Torah portion. The Torah portion picks you. Well, tonight, I'm a living example of that because it is my 10-year wedding anniversary. And believe me, thank you. She deserves the applause, not me. I love you, Sarah. Believe me, a portion dealing with a pandemic of leprosy is the last one I wanted on this special evening. But after wrestling with the text, I saw just how much this parsha resonated with me at this moment in my life. In the first portion, Tazria, the text categorizes two types of tzara'at, or leprosy. The first is topical on the skin, and the second affects the skin from underneath. Aaron and his sons, the Kohanim, the priests, are trained to delineate between the two as sort of pseudo-spiritual dermatologists. If they examine the skin and the leprosy is only on the skin itself, the person is rendered impure and isolated from the community for a period of 7 days, at which point they are allowed to return because their purity is restored. In Leviticus chapter 13, verse 10, it says that if the Kohen finds on the skin a white swelling that has turned some hair white, I know, ooh, with a patch of undiscovered flesh in the swelling, it is chronic leprosy, and the priest shall pronounce the person impure, but they need not be isolated. You know, dermatology was not part of my cantorial training, but I would imagine that if a person has a chronic condition, they would not be isolated, but probably, no, excuse me. If a person had a chronic condition, especially leprosy, they would be isolated, and probably for a longer period of time than just 7 days. So why then does the opposite occur here? Rashi, a 12th century French rabbi and biblical commentator, understands chronic leprosy to mean an old leprous malady beneath the skin. And though the skin appears healthy above, the wound underneath, and you'll like this, is filled with pus. The malady has been around long enough for newer, healthier skin to cover it. Rabbi Hezekiah bar Manoah, a 13th century biblical commentator known as Chizkuni, explains that the leprosy appears to have healed by the new skin. Beneath the skin, however, the flesh is still raw. It is as if the skin is simply masking the ailment underneath. Metaphorically speaking, how often do we too try to mask what is going on inside of us? The rabbis teach us that this leprosy is not an outer ailment of the skin, but an inner ailment of the heart, which should not be isolated. Let's substitute leprosy with another word: anger. How many of you, when you get angry, want to be left alone? How many of you, when you see another person is angry, want to leave them alone? I'm definitely one of those people. If someone is visibly angry, I prefer to give them as much time and space they need to calm down. But some anger does not dissipate with separation. Anger caused by a traumatic response, for example, is like quicksand. The more you fight it, the deeper you sink, and no amount of isolation will restore your emotional balance. We need help from others we trust who are experts in us. When Sarah and I decided to commit to this marriage 10 years ago, we chose to learn and accept each other's trauma. We vowed to not run away from a fight or argument, especially when the other was clearly transferring their emotional response onto us. Together, we built a therapeutic toolbox that we continue to borrow from when the other is experiencing a trigger. And in using that toolbox, we do help each other find balance and prevent unwanted emotional transference. I have never walked away from Sarah during an argument, nor has she ever walked away from me. We have trained our responses to stay in the room and figure it out. It's not a perfect or fixed solution. Sometimes the tools expire and we need to develop new ones, but that is what keeps us growing together. Even though our trauma, our inner malady, will never be cured, like the Kohanim were able to keep Israel pure, our relationship has not become fractured because of it. This extends beyond married couples. We all have people around us who we trust, family members, friends, colleagues. On this Shabbat, let's push ourselves to bring them in just a little more so that they can help us find inner healing when we need it most. Shabbat Shalom. I strayed away from the palm.
We continue with Aleinu, page 283, and I invite you all to rise. You took my menu. You just have to announce closing comments.
Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, latent genula leotzer breishit, shehu sam chelkeinu leached et shemo, v'goch aleinu Ahuto v'anachnu korim u'mishtachavim u'modim lifnei melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz Bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad.
You may be seated. Our memorial meditation can be found on page 291, a meditation by Rabbi Richard Levy. It is hard to sing up oneness when the world is not complete, when those who once brought wholeness to our life have gone and naught but memory can fill the emptiness their passing leaves behind. But memory can tell us only what we were, in company with those we loved. It cannot help us find what each of us alone must now become. Yet no one is really alone. Those who live no more echo still within our thoughts and words, and what they did is part of what we have become. We do best homage to our dead when we live our lives more fully, even in the shadow of our loss. For each of our lives is worth the life of the whole world, and each one is the breath of the ultimate one. In affirming the one, we affirm the worth of each one, whose life, now ended, brought us closer to the source of life, in whose unity no one is alone, and every life finds purpose. Our thoughts turn now to those in our community and extended community. As we think of those who have died at this time in years past, we mark their yahrzeits and remember them. Mac Osborne, Beatrice Beer, Natalie Berger, Alvin B. Burler, Bob Brenner, Michael Brody, Ina Bouchon, Dr. Martin Castlebaum, Brooke Cohen, Jane Eisen, Hermione Eisenberg Davidson, Janet Downey, Darius Tenney Edrington, Raoul Feiner, Gloria Feldman, Milton Fisher, Victor Gaynor, Richard Gale, Clyde Goldsmith, Ruth Goodman, Howard Alexander Houth, Marcel Josephson, Donald Kipp, Ray Klein, Harry Landy, Abraham Lang, Isaac Lang, George Lauderstein, Sylvia Lehman, Murray Bubba Levine, Betty Levy, Carol S. Meyer Sr., Eunice Miller, Jesse Jefferson Moorhead Jr., Colonel I.J. Jack Newman, Morris Pollock, Joseph Power Sr., Dr. J.B. Tubbs Rafkin, Charles Ramirez, Josue Romero, Bettina Charles Rosette, Raquel Rafer de Rubenstein, Arnold Schmidt, Harold Schwartz, May Grossman Spitz, Samuel S. Stein, Jules Sterling, Erna Zimmerman Stern, Annette Vasquez, Shirley Wine, and Saul Zanar. We also add the names of those who've been laid to their eternal rest in this past month, whose family and friends are in a mourning period of Shloshim. We remember Michael Burler, Corey Kaplan, and Marcia Jean Mandel. We also think of two who have been laid to their eternal rest this week, whose family and friends are in a mourning period of Shiva. We remember Dr. Robert Arthur Weiss, father of Temple Beth-El member Jeffrey and Maritza Weiss, and Ronald and Brooke Weiss, grandfather of Julian Harper, Warren, Ethan, Leah, Rachel, Bennett, and Wilson. We also remember Alan Weiss, husband of Carol Ann Weiss, father of Benjamin Emmanuel Nelson Weiss, and Brendan Ash Nelson Weiss. To all of these names, we add those which are in our hearts each and every day, as we rise together as one community for Kaddish Yatom on page 294. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, ve'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayachon u'v'yomechon u'v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala u'v'yizman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam ulmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudasha b'richu, La'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, ta'amiran be'elma imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all Israel, to all the world, to which we say, amen. You may be seated. It is my honor to call forward Terry Glazer on behalf of our Board of Trustees to deliver tonight's announcements.
Well, Shabbat Shalom, and welcome to Temple Beth-El. I'm glad you could join us here in the Wolf Sanctuary or from your own sacred space. I'd like to thank Sisterhood for the pre-Shabbat oneg. It was fabulous, particularly the cantaloupe. I don't know where you got that from, but I'd like to find out. And Trish, thank you for lighting the Shabbat candles this evening. And Chris and Michael Jenko for greeting everyone as they came into the sanctuary. and me for saying hello to everybody in the front door. Upcoming events, we have the matzah match. If you don't know what that is, we've got $25,000 on the table to come to Temple, but it's a match grant. We've got to match that $25,000 to get the $25,000. So we're saying, please check your piggy banks, whatever you need to do to try to find some of that money. We have raised up to about $20,000, I think, today toward meeting that match. So we're really close. Help push us across the goal line so we can make that money and basically double all the contributions that are in that pile of cash. We do need it. Budget town halls, speaking of money, are coming up next week. Tuesday, April 28th at 12 p.m. is an explanatory session. It'll be here. We'll have our budget people, our executive committee to explain what the budget looks like and why we're doing what we're doing. Come with your questions and make them hard ones. I mean, this is supposed to be challenging for us so that we all come to a conclusion of where we're going and why. There's another meeting on April 29th at 6 p.m., another budget town hall. And finally, the annual meeting on Sunday, May 3rd, where we elect a new executive committee, boards of trustees, approve the budget or not. That's up to you to decide, not me. We need to have a quorum, which is 80% of the membership. If we don't have a quorum, we come back and try it again. And then we come back and try it again. We're going to wear you out. We don't want to have that. You don't either. So please try to make it to that meeting. Good Deeds Day is coming up on April the 26th. It's a fun time outside if it's not raining. Volunteer opportunities for all ages and serving meals, park cleanups, explored all the hands-on mitzvah opportunities that strengthen our community. You can find more information about this and other exciting things on our website or in the weekly announcements, which arrives in your inbox around 4 p.m. every Thursday. We look forward to your participation in these enriching community building opportunities. Also on the website for Temple, you will find an RSVP link to sign up for the annual meeting. Gosh, excuse me. And that's the one that has us on pins and needles. So you watch those numbers go up. We're waiting for them to cross the threshold so we can know that we've made it for another year. Again, Shabbat Shalom. Thank you.
You can tell me what the closing song is.
The closing song is Terry's Choice. Just kidding, Terry. Put you on the spot. Huh? Beatles tune? Here comes the sun, do-do-do-do. Huh?
It just went down, the sun, so you can't do Here Comes the
There
Sun.
went the sun.
There you go.
do-do-do-do.
Much better, much better.
Let's all rise. Turn to page 294 for Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Let me hear it. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu al kol Yisrael.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you. 10 years. Yeah. Thank you. I know. Yeah, she's watching our kids. She's watching our kids.